My name is Leslie. I'm an artist and an art therapist, and I have one question to ask. Can you scribble? Because if you can scribble, you can create art. And I'm here to talk to you about how art making, creativity, and self-expression can really help you to feel better within yourself. Feel more energised if you're feeling flat in your mood and if you feel that you've not got much energy. Or feel more relaxed if you're feeling up here and agitated and stressed. So while I talk, I want to encourage you, we'll start with the scribble, to create something. Now, a lot of people that I speak with, and myself included, if I'm at a meeting or if I'm out and about somewhere, I will often doodle. And the nearest thing that you might have with you right now is a pen and a piece of paper. So I'm encouraging you to create something. The idea of this is that it is taking away any pressure. There's no huge amount of expectation from you to have a plan or anything like that. So purely about scribbling. And then as you carry on with that, as you're listening to me, you might, if you happen to have some other materials around with you, like some pens or like some crayons or whatever it is, depending on how involved you usually get with making art, you might choose to use some of the materials. And that is brilliant because it gives you an opportunity to express yourself in different ways. And the types of materials that you choose to use, that personal preference, can really help you to feel a sense of trust in yourself and to reduce any levels of anxiety that you might have, or to feel that you are making choices about what feels good for you. So I literally just did a scribble. The reason for that is that so many people that I speak with, or over the years in fact, speak to me and say, well, I can't draw. I can't possibly do art therapy because I don't have any skills at art. And actually I'm here to say, well, you don't need to be good at art to express yourself, to use creativity and to use art to improve your mental health. You can start where you are. You can see it as maybe playing and moving the crayon around, or moving the whatever it is that you've got in your hand. Now, I've noticed that as I'm talking to you, my words have just kind of gone, hang on a minute, what am I saying? And this is because sometimes we get in that point of our lives when we're talking to somebody or when we're trying to communicate something, when we might not be able to find the right words, or we might second guess what we're saying, or somebody else might misunderstand what we're trying to communicate. And actually, once you've said it, it might change again. I've also got a massive, horrible cold. I'm dealing with that. And so actually, what this does, the reason I'm saying this, is that one of the best things about art, and one of the things that remains true even after all these years of delivering art therapy groups and one-to-one sessions and workshops to so many people, is that art holds space for people. Art is there to express what can't be expressed in words. So there's different ways that art could be used for mental health improvement or for focus. So one of the myths about art making is that it's just for recreation, it's just for fun, whereas it can be really helpful when you need to focus on a particular task. If you're distracted, if you need to have a little break in between doing something, you can have a little break, almost like the kind of like a interval training in fitness. You do a little bit of an exercise, have a little break of a 2-minute doodle, quick scribble, and then get back to it. You can choose how big to work. This is just tiny, so this is like the sort of thing that you might be writing your notes for anyway. But you can then decide if you want to make some art that is very freestyle. I've been doing these big circles with my hands, and that's one of the things that you could do. Holding a pen, for example, with both hands, drawing onto a piece of paper. That's called bilateral drawing. And what that will do for you is to open up your chest, allow you to balance out your nervous system, and for lots of people that can be really, really regulatory for them, really calming and really activating. So calming the nervous system is not always about feeling relaxed and feeling like feeling mellow and balanced. Sometimes it's about having more energy. So I would like to invite you to become more aware of what your intentions are when you're doing things. And the way that art can be made and the intentions for making art can be really different depending on what you do and where you are mentally and emotionally and physically, how much energy you have. So sometimes you might make art to activate, to energise, to break away from some patterns if you're not feeling motivated or if you're feeling down. And that's about behaviour activation. Maybe schedule even just 5 minutes of art a day, or even 2 minutes. I just did a scribble in less time than that. And then we've got regulate. So making art to purely just calm and feel more grounded and feel more secure and regulate those emotions. Emotions come all the time. I really believe that all feelings are valid, and it's important to express your emotions, which is what we get onto for the third thing, which is expressing things in different ways. You can express something in a very energetic, embodied way that's like that cathartic expression, getting out the feelings from your body onto the picture, onto the piece of paper, whatever you're doing. And then having that space to then explore ideas about the world, explore ideas about yourself. For example, think about your past experiences might be at this point. If you're feeling regulated, if you're feeling ready and you're curious about this, also exploring what your values are and what your beliefs are and what really matters to you right now. And then with all of that comes together for you to feel empowered. So stepping into your power, making choices about what's helpful for you. And this, when you're choosing to do something that feels aligned for you, that feels good for you, that you're not kind of going against the grain. You know which direction you're going in. You know what your purpose is. You know what is important to you. You know what your values are. Then some of the weight of society's expectations and the weight of the busyness in life can be lightened.